All right, we'll go ahead and get started, and I'll just pay attention if anybody else dials in midway. So thank you for joining us. I am Amanda Conger, the Executive Director of the ACSP, and I'm happy to have Tom Davies on the call with me today, and we're going to talk about all things PlazaCon. So hopefully you've already registered and your major hotel arrangements, but if you haven't, so the show is April 17 to 19. Got those dates right this time. In Schaumburg, Illinois, just outside Chicago. So it is co-located. It's the Closets Conference and Expo and the WoodPro Expo Illinois. And we're going to go through the agendas for both conferences, because you can switch between them. You don't have to just stick with one track the whole time. And Tom, jump in if you have anything else to add to anything.
Very well, thanks.
So the hotel is the Renaissance Schaumburg Convention Hotel in Schaumburg. The booking deadline to get the group rates is March 25, and that link is on the registration site under the hotel option. I don't even remember what the group rates are, but it's really good for this hotel.
Yeah. The other 171.
Yeah, that's a great rate for Chicago, for sure. And it's a really nice hotel. I'm looking forward to being there again.
Yep.
And the whole event is right there in that hotel, so we don't have to leave property if we don't want to.
Exactly.
And then, so here's the conference agenda. This is kind of complicated, so I'll try to go through it slow. So this is Wednesday, April 17, and it starts off, the whole left-hand column is what's open for everybody to attend, all conference attendees. The middle section under ACSP is the closets track that is sponsored by the ACSP. And then the far section is the WoodPro Expo track, which is sponsored by the Cabinet Makers Association. And like I said earlier, you can flip-flop, go to as many as you want to, whichever one you want to. So it starts off at 9 a.m. with the keynote. And there is a breakfast beforehand that morning. I believe that's at 8. And then the keynote's at 9 a.m., the psychology of business. And Tom, you set this up. So why don't you share a little bit about what you know about Daniel?
Yeah, Daniel is one of the Tony Robbins, yes, it's Robbins International Research team leaders. He's actually, he's one of the 1% of life and business coaches in the world underneath Tony Robbins. So he's kind of the next in line. He's getting trained to take over Tony Robbins. So he's going to be there with a dynamic keynote, really to motivate us and get us ready for this show. We do have a video coming out here soon about his keynote, little teaser. We'll be sharing with everybody soon, so that'll be exciting to share. And really, what his presentation is going to discuss, differences in business owners. He will discuss what makes a difference in business owners' businesses, how are the rich getting richer, the poor getting poorer, and he'll explain how the shift in leadership separates the top 5% of businesses from the bottom 95%. And then he'll identify the top 7 key strategies that they'll use to get there. And again, their company also will have a table right outside of the conference, so you can talk to them. They'll have other results and business coaches on hand as well to kind of a follow-up conversation.
That's great. It's great you secured such a high-profile speaker. So it's going to be.
I'm excited.
Yeah, really interesting. And if anyone has any questions throughout, you can just raise your hand or jump right in, unmute yourself and ask a question. So then at 10 o'clock, we start the conference tracks. And the closet track has how to launch a design studio through collaboration with Jennifer O'Connor from Bespoke Closets. And is it Liz Ritz?
Yep.
Probably Liz Ritz from Inspired Closet Chicago. They both just recently opened new showrooms, so that's going to be really interesting to hear from them. The WoodPro Expo track is about negotiating your contract, and that's with 2 CMA members, Lois Snyder at Periwinkler's and Randy Newen of Randy's Cabinets and Woodworking, and they're going to go through the nuances of a contract, what you need to include and exclude. That's the fun part. What you want to make sure they understand you're not responsible for. And then 11 o'clock for closets, so it'll be emerging trends, accessories, and decorative hardware with Ariane Brabant from Tag Hardware and Nikki Grantham from Keller. So two very interesting individuals in the industry, and they'll have great stuff to share with us. And 11 o'clock on the Wood Pro Expo side is Lean Strategies to increase profitability with Gregory Paolini. And he's going to share how even small companies can implement lean strategies. So you don't have to be big to implement lean. And then we have back over on the left, we're down to noon and the networking lunch. And that's all, everybody comes together in one big room and we all get to know each other and enjoy lunch. And then the conference picks back up again after lunch at 1:10. And we're still working on AI's role in the future of design, Tom.
Yep. We're in the talks right now with a couple, so we're trying to secure them, but the topic's gonna be fantastic, and we'll have something lined up in time for the show.
Okay, good. Because everyone wants to know how to do that. So that's gonna be a good one. And then on the Wood Pro Expo side, Ken Kumpf is going to talk about transitioning your business. He's currently, he has a general contractor and a cabinet shop, and they also do closets. And he's transferring ownership to his son right now. So he's going to tell about how that worked in the family business, but he'll also talk about other strategies if you're not a family owned business, but what you just need to talk about when you're transitioning your business. And then the conference concludes with the plant tours at 2:15, and we're going to Inspired Closets showroom. And then
Perfection Custom Closets as well.
And Perfection, great to see a little bit of their manufacturing and their showroom, right?
Yep. So we'll split up the buses and everybody will get to see both showrooms.
Should be great. And then we'll reconvene back at the conference center for a welcome reception, which is sponsored by a lot of people. Do you have that list in front of you, Tom?
Yourself, of course, ACSP, which we thank you, Electra and Richelieu Hardware. So fantastic opportunity to reach representatives from them, as well as network and meet new and old, attendees as well. Fantastic time.
Yeah, it's a good way to end the day. And then on April 18, on Thursday, the expo starts, and that's on the show floor. But before that, let me see if I can get my graphics to work here. There you go. Calling attention to the 8 a.m. breakfast, the CMA breakfast. It's a what's your problem breakfast, which is just to share and network with other people. You all have the same problems. It's really interesting to get together because you do find out that, you know what, the guy next door, the guy down the street, the guy across the country, they all have the same problems and you can solve it together. Someone's been there and done that. So that's there. And then I'm going to click the second one at 3 p.m. Don't forget that one. The ACSP sponsors our certification exams. You can get certified or take the certification exams at the show at a significantly discounted rate. I believe it's 40% off. So that's a really good deal. That's a great opportunity for you to take the test, because a lot of times people sign up for that and then they don't have time. They don't make time to take the test. So this forces you. You'll take the test, you'll get it done. And then this next step after that is the design challenges. And you have 6 weeks to complete that after the show. So it's a reasonable time period. The keynote on Thursday at 9 a.m. is Thomas Allott. And he's the education. He got a new title recently. He's the director of, I don't know, it's HR and education. I forgot. It's a really good title. But he's also the chairman of the National Woods Board. And the National Woods Board is bringing shop classes back to high schools. So he's going to talk about how that's happening and how that's transforming wood industry education. And 10 o'clock, expo floor opens. That's when the excitement really starts. So you can visit all the vendors from 10 to 5 all day. And throughout the day, there are other events going on the show floor and off the show floor. So there's a, do you want to talk about these? Tom,
Yeah, I can quickly do a quick rundown of them. We'll kickstart things at 10:30, again, with our closet light installation clinic, and that is sponsored by Electra. So they will be, and it's presented by Eric Marshall of the Training Institute. So they actually will be, installing closet lighting into it, and they're going to be using Electra's innovative lighting solutions as well. It's going to show you how easy it is. You don't have to be an electrician. It's all done in the fabrication side. So when you're installing, you don't have to do any lights. It's already installed. And then if you move a shelf later as an end user, it hits those pins, it lights right up. So it's really, you don't need an electrician anytime. So it's really going to be a fantastic opportunity to see the innovative lighting on site there. And that does lead into the next clinic, also presented by Eric Marshall. It's another just part 2 installation clinic. And then he's going to finish out the closet and talk about molded and scribe installations using, so that's going to be talking about install fillers, using connectors, and the proper technique to scribe. So really, it's going to be an hour and a half of great installation techniques and tips with some innovative products from some of our industry leaders, and so it's going to be great. And then I guess then we don't have a lunch built in, but please feel free to eat anytime you guys want. And then we jump into our new, we're excited about this. We expanded our educational programming this year with the addition of Design Talks. It's a series. So we're going to have, I'm kind of jumping ahead, but we'll have 2 on the 18th and we'll have 1 series on the 19th. And these are continuing education sessions, so CEUs, designed to educate and inspire designers, specifiers, industry professionals in attendance. And they will be IDCEC accredited as well. So if you're an interior designer, architect, you need that accreditation, this will be there for you as well. But all are invited to learn. We are wrapping up the topics and everything like that. So they'll be available soon, probably within the next couple of weeks. We'll have both of these topics available. So stay on the lookout for that, and we'll promote it, exactly what we're being talking about in both of these sessions. Yep.
Great. And then at 5:30 p.m. is the Top Shelf Design Awards reception. That's for everyone who registered for the conference, or if you just are attending the expo, you can also sign up to attend that as well.
Yes. And this leads us to also another new event. So this is a new it's a new, I guess, soiree or party, you would say. It's with being Chicago, being back in the 1920s with Prohibition, we decided to have an event themed that. So we'll be hearkening back to the Roaring 20s and the Great Gatsby era, invoking the world of hidden speakeasies and decadent cocktails. So we do encourage to dress in your favorite 1920s themed attire, but it's not required to attend. So please attend if you don't want to dress. It's going to be a night of fun and style. And the tickets will be announced soon, and more information as well regarding location and all that. So again, it's going to be 2 fantastic networking opportunities back to back. You get to know the industry and have a little fun.
Sounds great. I'm looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So then Friday, we have our final keynote of the event is crafting your identity, shaping your success, your personal brand, your unique story. And Tom, you helped coordinate this too. Did you want to share a little bit?
Yeah.
More,
So I will give most of the credit to Carly, though. I kind of let her run with it, but it's a great opportunity. So we have all, these industry leaders that all are going to come tell their different story, where they got. For example, Cindy, all for business has been done on Instagram. That's it. That's how she handles her business, how she got started in 2020. And now it's growing, blowing up, and now it's all through Instagram. That's how I talked to her first. And that's just, that's another perspective. She's going to share her story first, how to get there. And the same with, Dominic out of Las Vegas Closet Design. He has different avenues as well. He was an interior designer, his different path, how he's branding. It's just, and now he's in Vegas, he has to be a contractor for closet design. So it's really going to show the breadth of both of those, how they got where they are and how their business is. And same with Andrea. I mean, Andrea has, is currently with Closet MV Dallas. Before that, she did some closet organizing. Now she's a designer, but these are really going to focus on their personal branding, how you need to make sure that's an important part, because you never know what career or company you may go to. If you work on your personal branding, you will continue to grow your business and whatever you move to next. You're gonna have great followers, great reputation, great referrals, because you built your own business, own brand. Then Carly, of course, is the president-elect for ACSP, who's going to spearhead this effort, and she's going to she really is the one who took it, handled this topic, and it's going to be, it's her kind of in a way her baby here. But she's going to also share her perspective of how she got where she's got to as well, and as well as the personal branding. So this is really one you don't want to miss. I know Fridays sometimes are rough, but you guys got to be there at 9 a.m. to see this keynote. It's going to be a great one.
Good, sounds good. So then 10 o'clock again, the expo hall opens. And also at 10 o'clock is the ACSP Designer Exchange, which is a new name for an old thing that we've always done. It used to be called the roundtables for ACSP. And we have a little bit more structure this time, some formal presentations followed by discussions amongst the group. And they just issued an article about this, Woodworking Network did. So check that out and learn more about who the speakers are and what you'll learn. But make sure you stick around for this. It's definitely going to be worthwhile. And it's followed by tours of the show floor. So we'll go around and look at what we've talked about. So let's say we talk about leather and how it's used as an application. We'll go around and see those on the show floor, the vendors who supply those products.
If you want, I actually have the article pulled up. I can go over the topic. So back to the Designer Exchange real quick. Obviously, here real quick, Wendy Scott of Timeless Closets and Cabinetry will be doing the moderating this, the round tables, and then we are also able to pull in some other fantastic industry professionals as well. We have Eric Rosenthal from Ecodomo. He will be talking about integrating leather into your designs. A fantastic topic. I'm looking forward to hearing that. And then we'll also have another roundtable on selling strategies that will be presented by Natalie Dalton of Closetopia. Excuse me. Man, do you want to say that? I can't even say the title of her name. Company.
Closetopia.
There you go. Tongue tied today. Sorry, guys. All right. And then it leads, we also have one called Projects Beyond the Closet. So that'll be presented by two industry professionals. We have Jenna from Inspired Closets Pittsburgh, and then Kate from Distinctive Design and Storage Solutions. So again, these topics, these industry professionals are going to be fantastic, and I encourage everybody to attend these as well.
Thank you. And then at noon, Michelle and Tom are going to give the state of the industry.
Yeah, so I know you guys kind of got a little glimpse of, we had a webinar earlier this year, and also a lot of it was covered in our November, December issue. We're just going to do a little more in-depth dive of certain more closet focus of the industry at the event. So yeah, stay tuned for that. It'll be a great presentation as well. And
then the final CEU design talks at 1.
Yep. There'll be another one right after that, and we will be, again, we are working with a couple wonderful exhibitors and sponsors. We're hoping to get that secured as well. So in the coming weeks, we should have the CEU information available to share with everybody.
Great. And then I have a closing reception on the show floor, and the show floor closes at 3 o'clock.
Wonderful.
So that's the show. And then we encourage you to join us if you haven't registered yet. Take advantage of our VIP code on the screen, VIP ACSP 24. You'll save 20% off the full conference rate, 25% off the full conference rate.
Yes.
Any questions? Comments? Things we didn't talk about that you were looking forward to?
I would say make sure you book your hotel early, because the hotel is a little isolated and everyone is there at the bar at after hours and in between things. So it's a good place for networking and socializing, but you don't want to be at a different hotel if you don't have to be. Try and get to the hotel and book it early.
That's a fantastic tip. Thanks, Wendy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Suggestions for getting there from the airport other than just renting a car, Uber, which it's quite a distance.
There's they do have like hotel shuttles and things, but it's not a free shuttle from the hotel, and it's really not far from O'Hare to the hotel. It shouldn't be more than $20 to $25 Uber.
I'm in Columbus. It's an hour flight direct into Midway, or I have to fly to Orlando to get back to O'Hare.
I see. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, from Midway. It is.
Yeah, it's close to
Say it's a
O'Hare,
long- That's like driving from, from Indiana.
right?
So,
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, like Merle said, there are some shuttles at the hotel. We can connect with that and get that set up as well. So,
So the host hotel has a shuttle,
yep.
No,
Oh,
not
sorry.
to the airport, not to the airport.
not to the air, okay.
Yeah,
But is there super shuttle and stuff like that, Laurel? Or-
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Are you
Is
gonna
there-
have, are you gonna have the same app going that you have in the last couple?
Yep.
And if
Yes.
so, can you start it
Huh?
early and put a ride share up?
Yeah,
That's
that's
a
what I was
great
gonna say. If
idea.
you could publish something
Good
so
point.
we know who's coming. We'll see people we know. We might be able to connect at the airport and, share cars or something.
'Cause I'm
Yeah.
sure you're not the only one flying into Midway.
Oh, yeah,
I
no.
am. I tuned in halfway through that. There is a shuttle from Midway to the hotel. Oh, there's not. Okay.
No, sorry, I was O'Hare. I was confused at first with a different hotel. I mean, different airport, but yes,
There
but
may very well be like a super shuttle that goes from Midway to Schaumburg, but it is a distance.
Yeah, I think
Oh, yeah. And the problem with shuttles is they stop at 15 hotels.
Yeah,
So, if you have a 7 o'clock at night flight, you gotta leave at 11 in the morning,
yeah. O'Hare to the hotel is, 15, 20 minutes unless you're in
Right.
rush.
Yeah,
what I'll do is also, yes, we will be using the Hoover app, same as we have in the previous. So I will definitely make a note and talk to our team, and we'll get a conversation going to a ride share and just start posting so people can find out who's flying where, and you guys we can do more share rides among each other.
okay. And
Yeah.
it's been a while since I registered. I assume the host hotel then has restaurant accommodations and things.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
Okay.
very nice
Okay.
hotel.
All right, sounds good. Excited it's back in Chicago.
Yeah, we're excited
Could
for it
be
as well.
worse, could be Pasadena.
Any other questions?
Just wanted to say, if anybody knows anyone that's looking for a booth at the show, we have just a handful of booths left. So if you're talking to any of your vendors, just tell them they should move quickly. Because when we sell out, we will sell out.
Yes, Wendy.
Laurel, did you ever look at Dry Away as an option? Because I think, aren't they in that area?
Who did you call them?
Dry Away.
I'm not familiar with them.
I've been using them in quite a few projects. Because we all do laundry rooms. It's a pretty
know.
cool dry
Yeah.
rack.
Same
I'll
here.
look them up.
I think he's in the Midwest.
Okay. Do you have a contact there by chance?
Yeah, I'll forward you something later.
Okay, great. Thank you, Wendy.
Good. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. If you have any questions afterwards, reach out to any of us on the call, myself, Tom, Laurel, Wendy, whoever you want to, whoever you're comfortable with. And if they don't know the answer, they'll find it from someone else, I promise you. So thanks for joining us. I look forward to seeing you at ClassicCon.
Thank you. See everybody. See you there. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.